Hello, I'm Courtney, what's up, and welcome to Book Talk. Today I am going to be discussing The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, and I just finished this like 10 minutes ago, and oh my gosh, I'm very upset right now. I am mad. I'm so mad, because Alexandria, why you gotta do this to me? But this is the first book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. This is Alexandria's debut novel, and I finally read it. I'm so proud. I've read her other series, The Passenger Duology, which love that series. I got book talks on those books. They're great. Go check them out. But this is the first book in her other series, and I heard really good things about this book before I started it, and then I read it, and it was alright. I liked it, but this wasn't the best book ever. I know a lot of people enjoy this series, but to me, this was okay. It wasn't great. I was a little upset at some points. I was bored at some points. I found some parts very boring, and I just wasn't interested at some points while reading the book. But overall, I liked it. I gave it 3.5 stars on Goodreads. I'm gonna read the other books because I am interested to see how this trilogy continues and to see what happens. But I definitely did not enjoy it as much as I hoped to, so that was a little sad. But I'm gonna read the other books, and that's all I can really say for non-spoilers. I'm not even gonna try to give a summary of this book because I can't summarize it. But if you haven't read this book yet and you don't want to be spoiled, I'll leave right now. So, bye not spoiler people! Okay, so The Darkest Minds. I need to vent about the end since I, for the past 2 hours, have been sitting in my chair and just reading. I've just been reading. I got up once to go do my laundry and that was it. But the end. So, first off, Chubbs, which I love Chubbs. I mean, Chubbs could be annoying at some points, but overall I loved him. But Chubbs gets shot, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? Is she about to kill off Chubbs? No. First off, we already have Zoo, which, oh my gosh, Zoo. She was the cutest thing in the world. I love her. She was so cute. I just want to be her best friend. But Zoo, first, she leaves. She leaves with her cousin, which I can't believe that girl was her cousin. The girl that was in her camp, and she was trying to get to her in the nightmare. I'll talk about that later. But that nightmare Zoo was having, that Ruby experience, oh, feeling. But Zoo left, and I was so sad when that happened. I was like, really, Zoo? You little backstabber, you're leaving us? But anyway, then, before you know it, Chubbs gets shot. Well, first off, the East River place gets burned down because Clancy is this psychopath. And speaking of Clancy, I did not like him at all. I mean, I was always iffy about him because he kind of reminded me of Keenan from the Name Brings the Ashes series. And if you've read those books, you know who Keenan really is. And never liked Keenan. I was always just there's something off about him. And that's what happened with me and Clancy. And Clancy is just psychotic. At the end, when he was making that girl pretend that he was bleeding, but it was actually her bleeding, and then he told her to shut up, it was scary, okay? He freaks me out. I don't like him. But then, the place burns down, Chubbs, Liam, and Ruby leave, and then Chubbs gets shot when they find Jack's dad, and I'm just they're killing him off. What in the world? And then, thank God, Ruby still had the panic button. I forgot about that sometimes. But then she was like, oh, I have the panic button. And I was like, press that button right now. And Kate came, and then, oh, Liam made that stupid deal. It was we'll do whatever you want to save Chubbs. And I was like, oh. And then, oh, don't get me started on when Ruby kissed Liam and made him forget everything. But first off, it was bad enough where she was like, oh, I'll stay, but let Liam go. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? But then she kissed him, made him forget everything about her. And I was like, God. Oh. Okay, so that's my rant by the end. first off, Ruby's so complicated. I don't know how to feel about her, especially after her erasing herself from Liam. Like, I was shipping them so hard. Now he doesn't even remember her, and it's like, Ruby, I understand why she did that, totally understand why, but like, still don't like her for it. But Ruby, okay, her power is interesting because she's an orange. Like, people, like, the kids with abilities are labeled by, like, I guess how, like, strong and dangerous they are, and she's, like, actually an orange, and basically she, like, does stuff of the brain and memory where she can, like, slip into your head and, like, see memories. Like, that one scene where they were in the hotel and Zoo accidentally touched, like, Ruby's, like, foot, I think, and then all of a sudden, like, Ruby was, like, in her nightmare and she saw what happened to her camp and how they escaped. Oh my gosh, reading that scene, I was like, it was so intense. There were some intense moments in this book where I was like, oh my gosh. But she can slip into people's heads and, like, see their memories. And she can also erase people's memories too. So, like, that's how she did it with Liam. She did it with Sam. I didn't even realize that she did it to Sam until she said that. And I was like, what? But I knew. I, like, made the connection so fast that she erased herself from her parents' memories. Because when I, like, realized that, like, she could do that. And then whenever she would bring up her parents, like, I knew something bad obviously happened with her parents. And then I just, like, made the connection. And it was so just, like, terrible to read about the night before her birthday and how her parents got into that fight and she locked herself into her room, and then in the middle of the night she went to her parents and kissed them, and when she woke up and found her mom and said she didn't feel well, her mom was like, how did you get in here? And they locked her in the garage. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for Ruby because she just keeps suffering. Why does Alexandra make her character suffer? Because this happens this doesn't exactly happen in the Passenger series, but, like, they suffer a lot in the Passenger series, so I feel bad for, like, all of Alexandra's characters. I feel so bad for them, but I felt really bad for 10-year-old Ruby that I just wanted to give her a hug. And I wonder if we're gonna see her parents. I wonder, can you get your memories back? Because, like, if you can, I hope and pray that Liam gets his memories back, because Liam was, like, honestly the one thing that was keeping me, like, liking this book. Because Liam was great. And those, like, sections where, like, Ruby was just, like, hanging out with Clancy. Oh my gosh, I hated those. Like, yes, I'm glad he, like, kind of taught her how to control her abilities. I, like, still didn't like it, though. Especially that one scene where he kissed her and was forcing her to want him. And, oh, it was so cringy and gross. Gosh, I hated it so much. But Liam, so great. But I love Liam. And now, maybe I can have him all to myself because stupid Ruby erased herself from his memory. And I just, and now he's gone. He's gone. I don't think he even remembered Chubbs, because Chubbs, we don't even know if Chubbs is still alive, because Kate was like, oh, I don't know. What are they even gonna do to Chubbs if he lives? Ruby, I'm mad at everyone except Liam. Liam literally has done nothing wrong. I mean, he has done some stuff wrong. Everyone's done stuff wrong in this book. But Liam, he didn't do anything. Why? He didn't deserve to get his memory erased. Oh, I now want to read Never Fade. I want to know what happened. I'm really hoping that Never Fade is better than this, because I've heard really good things about Never Fade, and this kind of disappointed me. So I'm just like, Never Fade, please be good so I can enjoy this. Because, I mean, I did enjoy some parts. Like, I really enjoyed the parts where it was just Chubbs and Zoo and Ruby and Liam and Black Betty. I loved those scenes. Those were great. Why can't we go back to those good old days? Those were the best days. Oh my gosh. Was it Clancy who was like talking about the good old days at camp or whatever? And Ruby was like, what do you mean good old days? There was a scene like that, I swear there was. But this book made me mad. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be mad about this for like the next 5 days. But I'm really hoping that everything's resolved. It never fade. Oh man, what's gonna happen when we see Liam again? I feel so bad for Liam. He doesn't deserve any of this. And Chubbs. Chubbs literally got shot for no reason. I'm just, oh, man, I'm mad. I'm mad. But it's whatever. It's fine. Not really. I'm not fine. But I think that's all I gotta say. Overall, this wasn't as good as I hoped it would be, but I did enjoy some parts to it. For example, Liam, I love him, but I'm excited to read Neverfade. I'm excited to see this world expand, because it's really interesting, like how these kids got that like IAAN disease and they got the abilities. All that stuff was interesting to learn about. So I am excited to read Neverfade. It's probably gonna kill me, but you know, whatever. A lot of books have killed me. But that, my friends, what my thoughts, feels on the Darkest Minds. I hope you all enjoyed this book talk, and I am Courtney, and I'll see y'all next time with a new video soon, so I will see you then. So, bye!